Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they come up. And together, we shall support our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network to make our Biafran dream a reality. The Chinese president was very shocked that Buhari impostor lied to the Chinese people about Biafrans. And Buhari impostor's attitude towards Anambra boat mishap shows hatred for Biafrans. According to reports, the Chinese president, Xi Jinping, commiserates with Nigerians over the death of several boat passengers in Anambra State. More than 40 people were confirmed dead after a boat carrying traders and residents fleeing from flooded communities capsized at Omonankwo in Ogbaru local government area of Anambra State on October 7, 2022. In a letter to Nigerian government, the Chinese leader Xi Jinping said he was sad to learn about the death of the passengers in the boat mishap in Anambra State. He wrote, "Distress to learn the boat mishap in Anambra State, Nigeria, which has caused heavy casualties." He said he would like to, in the name of the Chinese government and people, extend deepest condolence to the victims and sincere sympathy to their families. But Buhari impostor never did that to Biafrans in Anambra State. He never showed empathy. All he shows is hatred, sending his military to massacre Biafrans. And he was rejoicing when the boat mishap happened, the flooding happened. Buhari impostor was happy. What a big shame. You know, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPCL, they just added the limited. It's still the same NNPC. Since the Fulani Janjaweed took over leadership of NNPC, they have not been remitting a single naira to the Federation account. They spent over 13 billion naira on entertainment for its staff in 2 years. This is according to the analysis of the oil company's financial statement for 2021, published on its website. The development raises more questions about the frugality of the oil company amidst revenue challenges. Breakdown from the report shows that entertainment expenses in 2021 alone gulped the sum of 11.831 billion naira in NNPC's book, while the sum of 1.636 billion was spent in 2020. You can see the jump. This would mean that every month NNPC Limited spent an average of 561.125 million naira on entertainment between 2020 and 2021. My brothers and my sisters, you can see how the Fulani Janjaweed, they are born to loot. They are born to loot. They don't know how to do anything. And that's why they fight tooth and nail to ensure that they are in leadership, because they could not afford to be outside the government where they cannot loot. You know, the gubernatorial candidate of Labour Party in Kano State, Engineer Ishaq Bashar, has expressed regret at the performance of Buhari impostor and his Fulani Nigerian government, insisting that Buhari has not only failed Nigeria, he has failed the Fulani North. Bashir, who was speaking at a dialogue series organized by Kano State correspondents of Chapel of Nigerian Union of Journalists at the weekend, declared that a vast majority of Northerners are deeply disappointed in Buhari impostor's administration. And that is why we are giving them the solution. We are telling them the solution. The solution is outright dissolution of the fraudulent contraption called Nigeria. It's not working. It is not working. Let Nigeria disintegrate so that every nation, every workable nation will stand on their own. But they will not listen because they think like cows. According to Bashar, he said Buhari impostor's 8 years is a wasted 8 years for Nigerians and for the North. He lamented that every aspect of the nation's life have performed negatively in the last 8 years, contrary to the expectations of those who voted him to power in 2015 and 2019. You know, when they were lying to everyone, using deception, lies, and propaganda to launder the image of a known terrorist jihadist to take over Biafran former president, Goodluck Jonathan. The Nigerian gullibles believed them because Tinubu and his urchins were busy using the social media and the compromised Nigerian news media to deceive everyone because of Tinubu's selfish ambition. And now, they have dragged Nigeria back, 100 years back. They have dragged us, you know. And that is why we Biafrans, we don't want to belong to Nigeria anymore. We don't want to cohabit with cluelessness and incompetence by the Fulani Janjaweed. We don't want to cohabit with people who think like cows instead of thinking like a human that God created them to be. We don't want to cohabit with those who prefer terrorism to referendum. You know, we don't want to cohabit with those mass murderers. We don't want to cohabit with those who doesn't want to move forward and they don't want others to also move forward. Chukwu Okike Abiama created Biafrans to succeed, to progress, and not to stagnate and remain underground and become the poorest nation in the world. No. That was not what Chukwu Okike Abiama created Biafrans for. But the Fulani Janjaweed are the ones dragging us down. They don't want to move forward, and they don't want anyone to move forward. You know, enough is enough for this Fulani Janjaweed. Imagine there is both mishap and fraud, in Biafra land. But the Fulani Nigerian government did not deem it fit to engage or deploy all the resources of the zoo to help those affected by the flood. They didn't do that because they are Biafrans. But if they are Fulani Janjaweed, they would deploy everything to rescue them, to make them comfortable. But Biafrans were left to die. And a foreign country president saw that and extended, and commiserated with Biafrans. Even Buhari impostor or the Fulani Nigerian government never commiserated with Biafrans in Anambra State. They didn't. And they still want us to remain as one. That cannot happen. And that is why Biafra must succeed. Biafra must be restored. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. And bye-bye for now.